What kind of predictions are we doing? Outrageous ones. Doug Lesmerises, Nathan Baird, Stephen Means at cleveland.com. Nathan was looking stuff up. What kind of outrageous gobbledygook did you figure out for our cleveland.com viewers?
I wrote about this earlier this week on our website, cleveland.com. Penn State's allowing 2.19 yards per carry this season. It's the best in the country. I think Ohio State's going to get at least 4.2 yards per carry on Saturday. That is a full 2 yards beyond that. This is just what's happened every time this Ohio State offense has gone up against, especially this Ohio State rushing attack has gone up against another supposedly really strong defensive front. This Ohio State offense wins, and I think the only reason Penn State is averaging what it is because they haven't played Penn State yet or Ohio State yet. You can go ask Michigan State, you can go ask Wisconsin. This is what happens after you play Ohio State. You can't maintain that kind of production. There's no way I don't see them being able to shut them down, especially because I think Ohio State's going to be able to attack the secondary a little bit. That's going to soften up the defense eventually.
Stephen Means, will you go to 5 yards per carry?
No, but I will.
I'll go 5. Will you go 6?
No, I think 4.2 is I picked that number for a reason.
So get out your calculators on your phone so you can track during the game yards divided by carries or whatever it is. Stephen, outrageous prediction
Okay.
for Penn State, Ohio State.
So I'm going to go on the defensive side. You asked Jeff Okuda today about if the secondary has been tested today, and it's kind of been a theme this week about Jeff Hafley saying, hey, this might be the best wide receiver corps we faced this season. Penn State is averaging 253 passing yards per game on about 30 attempts. My outrageous prediction is Ohio State's going to pick them off 4 times.
Jeff Okuda said they have been tested. I thought that was a lie. They haven't been tested.
Yeah, it was a lie, and I think he kind of took offense to that. I think he's saying that, listen, you guys are only good because you haven't played anybody, because he kind of threw out we are the best passing defense in the country, yada, 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 which is great, but you get to prove it this week. Pick off Sean Clifford 4 times, and you'll prove it.
That is a big number. That is a big number. So, again, I'm not matching up with anything you guys are saying this week. You're probably going to be right. Ohio State gave up its first touchdown in the first quarter last week against Rutgers after Garrett Wilson dropped the punt and Rutgers scored with 1:18 left in the first quarter. It was the first touchdown through 10 games in the first quarter. In 2017, Penn State came in here. The last time Penn State was in Ohio Stadium, Saquon Barkley returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and they scored again like 3 minutes later. They went up 14-0 in the first 4 minutes. I'm going to say that Penn State's going to score 2 touchdowns in the first quarter against Ohio State. Not in the first 4 minutes, but I think they're going to come in here and they're going to hit Ohio State a little bit. Because this defense is so good but hasn't really been tested, I'm going to imagine that this is a time when if Penn State's got anything, this is the time they've got to show it. This defense is so good, I'm curious to watch anybody who can do anything in the pass game go against them. And I think that I don't think Penn State's going to score 14 points in every quarter, but I just would not be shocked. Well, I guess I would be shocked. It would be outrageous. If Penn State just does something that makes everybody go, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that to that Ohio State defense, and then they recover, and then they get their bearings. And guess what? Giving up 14 points to Penn State is not the end of the world. It's just that they haven't given up anything to anyone the whole year. I can tell by your side eye, you think that's outrageous.
I do think that's outrageous. I think Penn State might score 14 points total on Saturday, but not in the first quarter.
I agree. They're not scoring 14 points in the first quarter.
And that's what makes it outrageous predictions at cleveland.com, because they're probably wrong.